So they pull me from the car, both legs broken, fractured skull, punctured lung.
Puncture, puncture.
Punctured lung. My heart stops. 2 full minutes. They're pumping my chest, nothing. They grab the defibrillators,
Defibrillator, defibrillator.
they grab the defibrillators, they grab the defibrillators, nothing. Third time, the pistons start firing.
Piston, piston.
Third time, the pistons start firing.
Will ensure a better educated workforce for decades to come and will reinforce America's preeminence as an intellectual superpower.
Preeminence, preeminence.
As preeminence as an intellectual superpower. And I'd like to thank one man in particular who never lost sight of the larger mission, who spearheaded this bill from the beginning.
Spearhead. Spearhead.
Who spearheaded this bill from the beginning.
Invited guests, please join us in the East Room for refreshments.
Refreshment, refreshment.
Invited guests, please join us in the East Room for refreshments.
Nobody did.
Well, that is unacceptable.
And I have major doubts about Russo.
His inexperience.
Yes, and he's urban-based.
Inexperience, inexperience.
Russo.
His inexperience.
Yes, and he's urban-based.
I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks.
Insecurity bores me.
I feel the same way about condescension.
Condescension, condescension.
I feel the same way about condescension.
You know, those numbers diff a little when you introduce cocaine, but not by much. Randy?
Randy, Randy.
Randy?
It's a risk, but it'll make waves. Free coverage across the board. The narrative has to be redemption, a phoenix from the ashes.
Phoenix, Phoenix.
Phoenix from the ashes.
What's your name? Sapphire.
Sapphire, sapphire.
Sapphire.
Your ex-wife, anything uncouth?
Uncouth, uncouth.
Your ex-wife, anything uncouth? Your ex-wife, anything uncouth?
How do you mean?
Bondage, orgies, water sports.
Bondage, bondage.
Bondage, orgies, water sports.
You agreed to it.
I didn't think it through.
We have to tackle this head on or the GOP will crucify you.
Crucify, crucify.
Or the GOP will crucify you. I expected this. Not easy what we're asking you to do. It's okay to vacillate a little.
Vacillate, vacillate.
Okay to vacillate a little. Okay to vacillate a little. I'm not trying to throw a wrench in the works.
Wrench. Wrench.
I'm not trying to throw a wrench in the works. I want a bird on the nightstand a few days ago.
It's a swan.
Swan. Swan.
It's a swan.
Chief political correspondent of the Herald moves to Slugline? Did Carly Heath put you up to this?
Heath. Heath.
Did Carly Heath put you up to this?
She's got this sort of anti-establishment fuck you attitude. Conventional news bores her, but you had something gritty to show.
Gritty, gritty.
But you had something gritty to show.
But he was gone before I could catch up with him.
Did he say anything?
No, he never shares. He looked preoccupied.
Preoccupy, preoccupy.
He never shares. He looked preoccupied.
I hear silence. I don't like that sound.
Something came up. An alien.
Something serious.
Solvable, solvable.
Something serious.
Now, I spent years being Peter's crutch. If you just want me there...
Well, of course we want you there to help, but not as a crutch.
Crutch. Crutch.
Well, of course we want you there to help, but not as a crutch.
10 grand. We divert it from your campaign accounts. We itemize it so it looks like... Wait.
Itemize. Itemize.
We itemize it so it looks like... Wait.
Funerals before Ambassador to Japan tomorrow at 9:30, followed by a luncheon with the National Board.
Luncheon. Luncheon.
Followed by a luncheon with the National Girl Scouts of America.
Mr. President, Jim.
After that, you've got a meet and greet with
Finalist. Finalist.
After that, you've got a meet and greet with
So she really wants this.
That's the impression I got.
What about ego? I don't need to be dealing with a diva.
Diva. Diva.
What about ego? I don't need to be dealing with a diva.
Here's the deal. My children stay out of the limelight.
Limelight. Limelight.
My children stay out of the limelight.
Is something illegal going on?
She's just a girl in trouble and needs a place to stay. We have to be discreet.
Can I at least meet her first?
Discreet. Discreet.
We have to be discreet.
Can I at least meet her first?
And most of the money is earmarked for economic development, not...
Earmark. Earmark.
And most of the money is earmarked for economic development, not... Can I see? Sarah learned how to make these birds in her art class, and then she taught it to Kevin, and they got obsessed.
Obsess. Obsess.
And then she taught it to Kevin, and they got obsessed. And...
Now he wants to help put Pennsylvania back on track.
Drugs, Frank?
People love an underdog, Linda.
Underdog. Underdog.
People love an underdog, Linda. And...
All right. We won't stand in your way. But if it backfires, Frank?
Backfire. Backfire.
But if it backfires, Frank?
I didn't plan on telling him so much so soon, but if I didn't, Linda would have swayed him. There's no better way to overpower a trickle of doubt than...
Overpower. Overpower.
There's no better way to overpower a trickle of doubt than...
I'm just not in a place where I'm even thinking romantically right now.
Romantically. Romantically.
I'm even thinking romantically right now. Hey, I got us wine, but I can't find a corkscrew anywhere.
Corkscrew. Corkscrew.
Hey, I got us wine, but I can't find a corkscrew anywhere. I have asked the super to get an exterminator in here, and he won't do it. So anytime I see a cockroach or a spider or whatever,
Cockroach. Cockroach.
So anytime I see a cockroach or a spider or whatever,
There's so little she'll ever reveal to me, or I to her. I bet her father knows even less. I'm sure she's speaking half an octave higher.
Octave. Octave.
I'm sure she's speaking half an octave higher. Saying